Hello, everyone, and welcome to, I don't know, I don't want to call it a Shad's Voice video, but it's probably going to have the same cover anyway. I don't know. But, um, basically an update. I don't know if I want to call it my 2023 end of the year video yet, but I don't know. I just kind of felt like maybe now would be a good time to try to record at least something, and hopefully what I'm looking forward to in 2024 or what I want to do come next year going forward. And I guess I kind of hinted at this before in my post, if you look at them, but maybe you don't, again. But I'll talk about it here too, so no worries, because like I said, I try to interact with you guys, figure out what you want, but sometimes it's very hard. But anyway, um, before I move on to 2024 plans, going over this year, especially doing this whole content creation thing, pushing it, especially further than I imagined it would go, and things that are move forward a little. Things that, like I said, I don't believe I even, like, had happen. Um, like, so many subscribers, going from 100, 200, now at over 300, um, all in a short span, what it felt like, crazy. And like I said, I hopefully am not expecting to climb to the thousands or anything, but if it happens, it happens. But I've always said, and I'm going to say it again, I am not necessarily doing this as a profession. I was trying to do it as a hobby, which I try to tell myself that I'm still doing, which I feel like I still am, but it's gotten to a point where I feel like, yes, it's kind of taking over my life, but trying to get better at balancing it with things I still like doing, even if it's hard. And hopefully next year I'll be even better doing that again, and I won't feel like I'm swamped with this thing I enjoy somewhat doing. Um, this year, going from game wise, I'm looking it up on my phone now. I can't remember what I all played this year already, but I'm just gonna go hopefully look at my playlist and I will remember. Um, let's see. Uh, was that this year? Nope, that was a year ago. Um, I wanted to start there. But I mean, obviously, over the few years, this just kind of built anyway, but maybe I will. When did it really start? I feel like, yeah, I'll go back a year. So let's start at probably the most people I've seen that started coming to my channel started with Uncharted The Lost Legacy. It was, of course, a no commentary gameplay, by the way, because I've done all the other Uncharted games with no commentary gameplay, and that's why I was like, even though when it came to Uncharted The Lost Legacy, where I was trying to figure out, do I want it to be commentary, do I not want it to be commentary, it ultimately still felt like I kind of wanted a no commentary experience. And even though if you might not know what I'm saying or what's going through my head, it's is what it is. Back for Blood, definitely a push forward, I would say, after probably I'm gonna go Phasmophobia, where I worked a lot more um, with my friends. I played Phasmo with people you probably know of now. with Buha and Bon and Kiri, and then I kind of met Maddie. Played with Maddie a few times. Her too, and stuff like that. So we had Back for Blood. Mostly, I played with Muha or even maybe Lee. We kind of introduced Lee into Back for Blood, and then I had my Shad's Voice, which is kind of where I am now, where I decided step back from gaming a little bit, have this talk session, so which kind of brought more out of the commentary side of me, which started in Back for Blood, I would say, or even Phasmophobia, like I said, or even going back to the original Resident Evil 4 playthrough. I'm assuming that scrolling through this, I had my commentary games in, because like I said, commentary for me is not that old. It's like brand new. It's like from last year where I started in the original Resident Evil 4, Phasmophobia, Undertale. I didn't do a Sand Aquarium in commentary. Pretty sure I didn't. No, I didn't. And didn't do commentary in Uncharted: The Lost Legacy. So definitely getting into the games more with me talking, and then sometimes more of my friends. Inscription was the one that I wondered, was it this year or last year? That was last year. One of my favorite games. I know not everybody could get into it, but still quite a few people tuned into it, and I'm happy about that. Very hard game. Definitely very difficult for me because I'm not much of a card game player, but hey. Uno with friends. Again, more Muha, Bon. I don't think I got Lee in there. I wish we did. My Darksiders Genesis with commentary. Yep. God of War with commentary. God of War was a very big, I guess, pull for people watching my content as well. And I apologize if I wasn't as good as at that game as most people would probably want. I've never gotten through that game until I finished it for this channel. And it was a very beautiful game regardless. I'm never going to be 100% a game, just so you know, but me with skill trees and being good at something can be very difficult. Resident Evil 4 Remake. Definitely glad for the people who tuned in for me, with me, for that series. I was especially waiting for the Resident Evil 4 remake a lot. Like I said, Resident Evil 4 was part of my childhood. That game was going to be one of the biggest things I was really hoping for that I would get to. That I swore that as soon as I got the chance, I was going to play it. I was going to upload it. I was happy. That game was absolutely beautiful. Bramble the Mountain King, very beautiful game. Probably ran into one of the biggest problems I knew would eventually become an issue that I kind of know. And I mean, like I said, it's sometimes hard. I know you have a hard time hearing me sometimes. I have a low voice. Sometimes there's nothing I can do about that. I turn the game sound down as much as I try to, so you can actually hear the game and hear me. That's not always the case because sometimes the game doesn't offer that, which is very rare these days, but some games there still are that you could not turn down worth the crap, or even if I turn it down, the music will drown me out. That was kind of the case with Bramble the Mountain King. The headphones I have with the mic that I use for recording this and my gameplay, not the most expensive headphones. They're just Skullcandy headphones. That's all I buy. Like the ones with the wires. I don't even have Bluetooth headphones. I don't have AirPods. I have nothing like that. I'm not saying I'm cheap, but I don't have professional headphones, and I don't think I would ever want those giant headphones because they're probably not going to be comfortable for me. I don't like my ears being squished to my head. Um, but yeah, I know that's where it kind of ran into issues of that, and I remember seeing comments on that for people being like, I can't hear you. I'm sorry, I'm trying my best. Killer Frequency, probably another one that I think I've had that issue with, but fun game. I'm glad for the people who did tune into that one. It was definitely different. Definitely came into the funny side, I guess, more of me and stuff like that, or making some stupid mistakes, but it's kind of funny. My animations, I like talking about this specifically because it's like, I'm sure hopefully now you know, I really hope you know, I am an artist. I enjoy making art. I create art when I can. Not always easy, especially trying to make these stupid kind of animations for certain things, which Muha always wants more of. But I was mostly doing the Phasmophobia little clips, making animations for, which takes absolutely a long time because I gotta draw out every single scene and color and all of that. And though it took a while, and even if they ended up being like only a minute or so long, still took hours of work. Glad for the people who actually tune into those. If you don't, well, that's fine. It's still a little project I enjoy. Life is Strange, bringing in, I know, probably getting, yeah, so we're going more into now the games that a lot of YouTube creators played that probably drew in a lot of attention for them, also a lot of attention for me as I'm talking about, and where I'd say these next few ones came of the issues where I'd say as a content creator probably made it a little more stressful for me, especially. So, and like I think went hand in hand. I'm unsure, maybe I'll look. I'll double definitely check. Yeah, these two went hand in hand. So, Life is Strange and Dead by Daylight kind of started at the same time. And like the first original Life is Strange. So, and I've always said I wanted a I wanted to have a story-based driven game and then another game going at the same time that wasn't necessarily story-based but faster to record, upload. They're just so to have it balance out the story-driven game, so I always had content to upload. The issue with this, of course, and like I said, this happened also like back then with the Phasmo videos with, I don't know, it could have been either the original Resident Evil 4 or it could have been Undertale. I don't know, I'm not going to look. The issue with this, which like I said, the story-based driven games versus the not story-based but faster ones that I record and can get out there. The faster ones obviously are going to unbalance the story-driven games. And to understand this, I only have a few nights that I can actually record, and trying to balance what I'm going to play back then was a pain, and when I was going to record them. So, to understand this, I don't live alone. I live with my mother, so, and we both work, and she works overnights. It's usually when she goes to work overnights that I get my, or it's Monday after 3 o'clock or Wednesday after 3 o'clock. That basically, which, like I said, I still work too, but that's when I get my record time. It's either Mondays and Wednesdays after 3 o'clock to 11. If she doesn't work overnights, if she works overnight, she comes home from 3 to 11, gets ready, goes to her next job after 11. And that's when I have more time to play, but that's not always. So it's like every other. But I also have like certain other random nights, like Thursday nights, Friday nights, whatever, but it's after 11 o'clock. So, and then I have to worry about, well, when am I going to go to bed? Because I probably work the next day. My days off happen to be Wednesday and Saturday. So, trying to balance out what games I'm going to record and play for those said nights become the issue. So, where it started at Life is Strange, first Dead by Daylight. Dead by Daylight rounds, videos I could mass produce, like each round was like no more than like 15-20 minutes, versus Life is Strange, where I was playing every chapter at its fullest, even though I created multiple videos for until the end of the chapter every time I played. So that would be 3 hours per chapter every time I recorded. So if I recorded at 11, I wasn't going to be done until 1, 2 o'clock in the morning. Which, yeah, like I said, have to balance work and stuff like that. So you see where this became an issue, whereas I'm trying to have my gameplay videos balance out between the story-driven games and the fast, non-driven videos of gameplay, which was Dead by Daylight and Life is Strange. And who's going to ultimately win? So, and the thing about Dead by Daylight, well, I started on PC, but I have a crappy computer. I've never bought an expensive gaming computer. It's just a laptop. I don't even know what brand. I don't even care, but lags, freezes, all of that. And it's kind of old, over 5 years old. My keys would stick. I could not play the game. So ultimately, and then listening to like Buhan, my friends be like, can you play this game with us so we can play games together? And that's ultimately what Dead by Daylight came. I got it for PS4. It's all history on that. Then it became Life is Strange Before the Storm. And again, this is where I became more issues, because Dead by Daylight versus Life is Strange Before the Storm. People wanting something different, where I'm trying to balance 2 games, because I can't bring in the third one because that's going to add more stress to me. And ultimately, well, I'm not going to have any videos enough to keep up with the Dead by Daylight videos with the Life is Strange Before the Storm videos, because the game is going to be finished before I even get all the Dead by Daylight videos out. But I tried my best to balance that. And I only upload 5 to 6 videos a day, or try to. Sometimes I go over that. Then another issue I also ran into, well, like I said, people want something different, which I have no problem with. And like I said, I'm listening to opinions, stuff like that. Someone suggesting, okay, me play Detroit Become Human. Okay, I was nice about it. I never played the game. I knew nothing about it. In the end, I ended up enjoying it, but the one thing that really wanted to push me away from it was this said person that became irritated when I'm uploading more Dead by Daylight videos or Life is Strange Before the Storm, and like insisting of it. And I'm like, dude, And again, trying my best. Plus, at this time, I'm losing subscribers, which I understand why. They're getting sick of all the Dead by Daylight videos. I really did understand. And like, where it's irritating other people, it was irritating me because I had so many, and I know it's mostly my fault. But at the same time, I wanted to record the times I was having fun with my friends and stuff like that. And I don't know, it feels better just to have fun playing the games with them and stuff like that. And I'm just now realizing this video is probably going to be longer than I realized well, as I'm recording it. And oh no. Um, because I'm already at like 20 minutes, almost 21. So, 2024. Now moving to 2024 and my plans. I'm going to try to fix this as best as I can, so it's less stress for me, and hopefully, especially knowing how many videos I have, I'm going to insert the freaking post I made on Facebook earlier, but I edited and made it like YouTube friendly for me. All of the videos I have to worry about, and the order I have left of Dead by Daylight, because I know there's things I want to get out there for you guys who are enjoying the Dead by Daylight videos, which people are going to probably be looking forward to, which is, where does it start? Me playing more killer rounds. Hello, I'm becoming a Grandpa Deathslinger main killer. For one, like I said I wanted to do, the release of Chucky as a new killer, which, yeah, those Chucky players are crazy, man. And sometimes he's fun, but man, he can also be a very horrible killer to go against. And the release of the Bone Chill event, and then, which, by the way, I was sparingly recording. I went weeks without recording once. I'm doing a hell of a lot more playing without recording. Unless it was prestiging a character, which I only have, well, on YouTube, 2 to 3 more left. There's Fang, Zarina, and Jonah that I still have left for YouTube. And I'm back on Jake now, but this is what I'm saying, how far back I've fallen uploading, which I'm trying to catch up on. I've prestiged all 3 of them put on Jake at the current moment, but I still gotta release those vids. But basically, I've had only a few vids dealing with them or their final prestige, unless, which I still did, I was recording with like people like Muha and Noel and Demon, which, by the way, those people I met through Muha and Bon. So I'm not necessarily saying they're going to be in every single video, but it's fun recording with them. The others being obviously Kiri, and then there's Toast, Zev. Those people I also met through Kiri. So again, not going to be in every single video. So, and then the Bone Chill event, and I think I mentioned that too. And then I haven't recorded for weeks, but then I recorded last night for Christmas, since I'm recording this now. And my god, I got a whopping, like, what was it, 28 videos that I recorded? Just because it was Christmas and I was playing with a bunch of people? Oh man, like, kill me now, right? And I have all those vids to combine and put together, because, like I said, when it comes to those and playing with friends, even though I love doing it, the hardest part is combining those vids, because I have to record the gameplay separate and the Discord audio separate, and then I gotta go and combine them and then upload them. And that's where most of my procrastination, I'm sorry, I can talk. I'm just talking a lot right now. Um, Procrastination comes to uploading these vids and why I fall behind and go days without wanting to upload. And where it's easier for me to record solo games because I can just stick my headphones into my PS4 controller and I can just talk. And it's there in the video, thank God, and I can just upload them straight away. Well, almost straight away. I wait for the quality to get better and then I release them. Like when I'm playing solo DBD, or if I played the other games like Life is Strange, Killer Frequency, all of them, yeah, you know what I mean. Detroit Become Human, all of those I did not have to combine and deal with. So, 2024, how I'm trying to manage fixing this. I'm gonna turn down my mic a little because I see that it's peaking a bit. The thing I'm trying to fix mainly, yeah, not as much Dead by Daylight videos, hopefully. I want to bring in some new games come next year. I don't know which ones yet, but I know I wanted to return eventually to Detroit Become Human. Maybe do the, I don't know, Android War. I don't know what you would call that path eventually. Maybe, maybe not right now. I still want to go back and try to save Hank because I really want to. I don't know how long this game is going to end up on PlayStation Plus still, or if one day I'll just have to buy the game for myself, which I wouldn't mind doing. Game was fun and beautiful. I wouldn't mind owning it myself instead of digitally having it. Um, God of War Ragnarok. I want to go to that one day. Want to play Stray one day. And those will probably come in 2024 eventually. Like I said, I don't know what else games I would want to get to yet. Uh, I'm still imagining there's going to be some Dead by Daylight videos, even if I'm not going to try as much. I would say, and this came as a surprise, and I'm not going to say who it is yet. Someone messaged me and gave his opinion, basically, watching some of my, I'm guessing, Dead by Daylight videos, suggesting or willing and asking me as and telling me his opinion of my Dead by Daylight videos and how to deal with them so it's not as much work for myself besides uploading every single video, every single round, whatnot. And even though I would love to say screw some of these videos, I like referencing some of my past Dead by Daylight videos for games like things I used to do for music tributes, which I actually never talked about either. I really love doing my music tributes because I especially love music, and some of them I like combining with stuff, and yeah, that's very fun. But like stuff like that, I like referencing back to my old videos or be like, oh, I know this will be perfect for whatever this, which I do plan on doing more in the future, by the way. Um, But like, I feel like if I say screw some of these videos and don't combine them or don't upload them, then they're also lost to time because I'm not going to get them back. Which I've lost actually some of them thinking about it, and which actually sucks because it's like, man, I hate my life now because that was a good one that I remembered, and then now it's gone forever. And I've kind of like upload them in case like if I'm playing with a group of friends, oh, they wanted to see the specific match from my point of view, whatnot. Well, this person who messaged me, which I've worked with them before, but like I said, I'm not going to mention who it is yet, because it could be a surprise for later. He's offering to edit my videos for free, and like I said, this came out of nowhere. I did not expect it. Which I never wanted to bother anybody with that. And by the way, I don't necessarily edit my own videos. The most edits I've ever done was usually putting the music tributes together or the animations and stuff like that. Combining stuff and like combining the audio and video. I don't edit my content. So what you see usually is what it was. So he messaged me, offered to edit my stuff for free, which is insane, especially I know bigger YouTubers have their editors and stuff like that, and they probably pay their editors and stuff like that, but I never wanted this to fall on anybody else. I mean, it was kind of only my thing, and I'm not saying I want to do it alone completely, I mean, but it's better, it's a better thought process kind of way. I don't know. It feels good to feel like, oh, I built this myself rather than getting help, but sometimes you might need help. But he came out of nowhere and, like I said, just suggesting it. Him going through my videos, I guess watching them, which I'm happy for anybody watching my content, but he threw out the idea that he could edit my videos or help me out with them, so I didn't necessarily have all that work fall on me, which, like I said, didn't want to bother anybody with. And like I said, it's not even set in stone yet. I didn't say yes or no. He offered, well, hey, just throw me a few videos and like show you maybe if you like it or not. And I was like, okay. But haven't done that yet. So that could be a very major change come 2024. And I know people who actually have edited stuff can do some pretty insane stuff. So I'm not saying I doubt him, and I mean, he's already pretty funny. I mean, his personality towards me, obviously, is pretty funny. I don't doubt anything he can do, but it's like, oh man, but now, like, I just feel like I feel bad because it's like, it's a lot of work. It's a lot of work for me, but it's like, I know it's gonna help take the load off of me, probably, too. But, like I said, it's not set in stone yet, but it can be a major change that comes in 2024. And maybe with that major change, and if I'm feeling less stressed, and on the top of that, maybe the number of videos become manageable, I can start doing a lot more things. And just like and maybe it will even help my content be a hell of a lot better for you guys. And trust me, I give things where it is due. I do not try to take advantage of no one. So if this does become a thing that happens, of course, I'm going to tell you who my editor is. And I'm gonna, hopefully, we can do some crazy things together and be a hell of a more partnership, I guess, in this than I imagined it would be. And that's kind of another thing where I don't know, I'm on a weird balance with. I love my friends. I do. I really love my friends. And I know they love me and stuff like that. And we enjoy playing games together and stuff like that. But the major thing I would say, and maybe it's just me, the whole thing though is that we're all our own content creator. We're our own person. And I don't want to feel like I don't know, I'm intruding into their content too much, or they're kind of in mine too much. Like, I don't want to feel like we're all stepping into each other's content too much, to where that no one, someone who's not who's watching their content, be like, where is this person, or are you going to play with this person soon, or like, yeah, that's not fair to anyone, which I don't know if that's happening to any of them. I hope it's not. But I mean, if some of them are thinking about you, okay, that's kind of nice and stuff like that. But I don't think about them too much, because it's like, we're all busy, we're all doing our thing, and that's kind of how it goes. So I kind of don't want to do that. I don't want, none of us want our content revolving about around like anyone else. It's kind of just our thing, kind of like we have our own, like, I don't know, fan base, and we're trying our hardest to work with those people, and but not have other people kind of take over in a way. I don't know. I think you get what I'm saying by now. And I'm trying to do the same thing, where it's like, I'm not saying I don't want to play with my friends, but it's like I'm trying to keep it to just me sometimes. So, well, given it's less stress for me, and I don't have so many videos to have to worry about recording when it's just me. And so, something like that. So 2024, I don't know where that's gonna go specifically on how much more I play with my friends. I'm not saying I'm going to stop. God, no. Don't take it like that. I'm not going to stop playing with my friends. And sometimes I just kind of miss that solo, and I know it's harder for games like Dead by Daylight to go solo on, but you're still playing with people, someone else in the world, which is fun, by the way, because you know there's another person behind that character you're playing with, usually, unless it's a bot. And it makes things fun, but stuff like that. Yeah. Uh, my God, like I said, I don't know what other content. I hope not everybody is sick of Dead by Daylight stuff in general, because one of the biggest things, and I hope soon, I don't know when, one of the games I'm very interested in, I don't know if I'm going to play it, be able to play it, I want to. But so far it's only been listed as PlayStation 5, which I don't have yet. I need to get one, but who has the money for a $600 console, right? Uh, um, the um, casting of Frank Stone, which is a Dead by Daylight inspired game coming from Supermassive Games, working with Behavior Supermassive Games, for being the creators of, like, I don't know, coming from like the games like that before dawn, was it before dawn, before dawn, I think. The Devil in Me, The Quarry, House of Ashes. The people who created those games were like, this, which is similar, the decisions you make affects who lives, who dies, what happens in the game. They are working with Behavior to make a Dead by Daylight inspired survival kind of horror situation set in the Dead by Daylight universe, so we're getting more lore potentially from Dead by Daylight in this beautiful looking game, in this trailer that looks amazing to me, and I am very much interested in this game. And eventually in the future, hopefully soon, I don't know when, me, and I'm gonna spoil this, I wanted to keep it a secret the kind of when I released it, but we haven't done it yet, and maybe it will come next year. But soon, me and Bon are going to have a Shad's Voice topic on that game, and maybe what we think about it, and stuff like that. What we want more of it for, like, the people, which I kind of am, who are interested in the Dead by Daylight lore, even though the game doesn't give you what feels like a lot of it. But if you can read into, like, the backstory of certain characters and stuff like that, and there's hidden lore in the game, you just kind of gotta look for it. So the casting of Frank Stone is probably going to be more looking into that, and that's like, this is perfect for the Dead by Daylight fans who want more of that, and I want to see this game myself, and I would absolutely probably would love to play it for this channel. I just hope it would come for PS4, but if it doesn't because of the graphics, that's understandable. I hope I get a PlayStation 5 soon, because I really want to play this game. It looks, by the trailer, absolutely amazing. The music, oh my god, I fell in love with a new song, and that's another thing why I love game trailers and music. Daylight by David Kushner, I think it was, or Kusher? I think it was Kushner. Daylight, that was like a perfect song choice, especially thinking about Dead by Daylight. My god, I fell in love with that song so hard. I listen to it all the time now. Um, I'm excited for that. And there's no release date for this said game yet, but sometime in 2024 it's coming out. And I would love to play it. I really would. And if you guys would join me, I really maybe we would play it multiple times, because the thing is, there's so many different endings for games these days. Like, you can play the same game twice and it won't always end the same way. Twice, unless you make it. Um, and that's kind of amazing. It's like you're making your own movie kind of happen, and that's kind of why I love these games. But going on soon, 40, we're over 40 minutes now on this. I am very much looking forward to that game. 2024, like I said, I'm trying to make major changes. It's just I kind of gotta get over this mountain. Um, that I'm still under for now. I mean, I guess it's not as bad as it used to be, but I'm not halfway even there yet now. I mean, and like I said, those whole Christmas videos that I recorded last night with my friends kind of made that mountain a little bit higher. Especially with 28 videos, but it's like I don't completely regret it. Just a little, but not completely, because I had fun, and that's the main thing. The whole thing about content creation is you're supposed to have fun, and you're not supposed to dwell on the things other people are kind of saying to make you feel worse or something like that. And I know not all of you are. I mean, I am very much I'm listening to the criticism. I know how annoying it is for me and how much stress it's putting on me, and I know my freaking mental health isn't the greatest. So, I'm not shooting down the idea of having an editor work with me. I'm really not. And considering he's one of my good friends, definitely not gonna probably completely shoot him down. But like I said, I just don't want the workload on somebody else. But like I said, maybe it's not going to be as bad for any of us then. He offered to do it for free, but we'll see. Um, and like I said, it just could make my content a hell of a lot more enjoyable to watch, and that's probably what I'm leaning towards, of maybe that's why it's a good thing. Because it's like, sometimes it's good to have somebody's second opinion on stuff, or make things happen that you don't necessarily quote unquote see in your own content. So it's like someone else can bring out something more to the table, and that's great. It really is, and you don't necessarily be like, have to be like, oh, this is what I wanted it, and I didn't want any changes done to it. You don't necessarily have to be that, and I'm very open minded. I really am. I'm like open for a lot of most things, but anyway, I think I'm just freaking talking on now. But uh, really gonna say this. I want to change things. I do, and to make things easier for myself and probably the other people watching my content. And I hope I manage to do this. And I just I want to do this because if without people watching my videos and enjoying it, probably wouldn't enjoy doing it as much as I am. And I don't know. But I know I was uploading videos when I had less than 100 people. But now that it's even crazier now that I'm over 300. It's just things I did not see coming. And yeah. But yeah, that's what I'm saying for now, what I want to bring more to 2024. As soon as I get over this mountain, I just hang on a little longer. That's all I would say. Um, I'm not saying this is my official end of the year video I want to make yet. I'm just trying to put out this video in the terms of, so I'm working on this. This is basically what I'm trying to do, and I want to bring more things to my content that I enjoy doing in hopes that I get a lot more variety, I guess, than I'm getting. Besides seeing multiple days in a row Dead by Daylight videos going out and nothing else. But for now, before this year ends, I don't think there's going to be another game yet. But hopefully not too long until January, well, or after January, at the latest, the middle of January. Hopefully I will have a new game coming soon. Videos and stuff like that, and more content. So, yeah. Thank you if you sat and listened to all of this. I'm I would say I've definitely put more effort into sort of inserting more videos for the stuff into these videos to I mean, yeah, you can listen to them like a podcast and stuff like that, but adding more into if you're paying attention to the video, that kind of thing. I so it's kind of starting with the Shad's voice, I guess, in a way, where I get to freely talk about things, and I guess it's a start. But I know the gaming is a lot more of my channel than the Shad's voice right now. But like I said, I want more balanced content. So you gotta start somewhere, right? Anyway, thank you for listening if you had. I know this is going to be a long one, and it's longer than I thought it would be. But I can never make it short and sweet, I guess. Being a storyteller, I really can't. But thank you, all of you, for everything. And 2024, I do hope to make it better for you and me. Both of us. And that's all that matters to me. Like, I'm trying to take care of myself and I know I can't make everyone happy, but make things better. Alright, bye.